Hey friends, happy Wednesday. No, Thursday. Y'all, when there's been a holiday, I am off. I thought Monday was Sunday, so there was no recording, and then we have been busy working out in the yard and the garden and all the things. So welcome. My name's Teri, and this is my channel on a simpler life, which encompasses a weight loss journey, retirement life, gardening, crafts, anything that comes my way in my day. So I just decided to come out and show you what we've been doing. So let me flip the camera around. All right, so it is like 60 degrees out, and it is it's a red wing right there with the squirrel. He's not happy that I'm out here, right? So anyways, it's like 60 degrees out. It's a little chilly. It's rainy yesterday, and we pushed hard to get the rest of the garden in. I still need to get carrots in yet, so but up here on the deck we have not done anything yet. We have a big area outdoor rug that will go out here, and our swing is here. The swing was his Xoxo's, so it's a good 20 years old. So, but that's out here, and I haven't done much to this part of it yet. So, but then over here is my flower box, and trying to keep the squirrels off. We have a lot of young squirrels and chipmunks families, you know, being born, and they get curious and they climb up the side here, and then they climb up the window on the screen till they get to the glass and realize they can't, and then they turn around and climb back down. But in here I did plant some bib lettuce, Tom Thumb in here, and then some other lettuce, not romaine, what does it say? Iceberg lettuce. And you wouldn't realize it rained yesterday because look how it dried up already. But anyways, so Mr. Jerry did mulch this year. It was the year to do mulch around the deck, and our sedums look really nice. Our hostas look really nice, and it goes down there. I think this year he normally doesn't do back here, but I'm trying to, right where my hosta is right there, trying to have him edge this all out down here, and then mulch here, and then go over here and edge all that out till the windmill and mulch all down there. So, and then the garden is right over here. These are my hydrangeas, which never ever bloom. I've had them probably close to 10 years. They always get so pretty in their leaves. I need to research it to see why, but my alliums, they are so pretty. They have been planted as a bulb when we first moved here 24 years ago, and so they're probably 22 years old. So that's what's left there. I used to have tulips all through here, but he extended the deck and he dug everything up. So, and those bulbs had been there for the same amount. So he built strawberry beds here, and we have everbearing right here. And by the time he built these, of course, the June bearing we couldn't get any more. So I'm thinking in here, because I have coverings, I might do carrots in here, and I might go to the greenhouse and buy a cauliflower plant or two and put them in here. That way they'll be covered from all the critters and stuff. When the sun is out and stuff, I do open this up so the pollinators can come in. But yeah, they're looking really good. So, and nature here isn't even afraid of us anymore. So those are little chipmunks that think that they own the place. And then there's one on the fence down there. But if I walk right by, because it's a family. What? So he did all the way down around the house right there, and then he stopped because he ran out of mulch. And way in the back there is our lilacs that are just starting to bloom. Most lilacs are done by now. So, and on the back side of this is the Christian camp. So over here we planted, right where that yellow stick is, a plant in there that's a hummingbird vine that should grow up on the windmill that my kids got me for Mother's Day a couple years ago. And we planted elephant ears, and there is one bulb. Where are you going? Where are you going? Don't startle me like that. So there is a bulb there, and there's a bulb right there and right there. And our grapevines are looking really well. He got the kissing couple for me several years ago. This is where Miss Callie is laid to rest underneath them. Miss Callie was our kitty cat that we lost. So, and I just like decorating. Just like decorating. This is out of water. He just filled this up yesterday. And this is where the squirrels come to drink all the time. So, oh, there's one right there. So, let me take you to the garden. So, the section right here, right where the white trellis is, back this way, was all added last year. So right here I have dahlias bulbs planted in here, and these are my hollyhocks that I grew from seed this year. We'll see how they do. And they are planted all around the front. And so this would be looking at it this way. This will house some type of flower. This has radishes, French style I think, regular globe radishes, and spinach. And then this will have a tomato minis. I think it's called Aunt Molly's. And then you come around here, and I have right here, if the bunnies leave them alone, cannulas, flowers. And These are the garlics that my friend gave us last year. We planted them, and looks like before, 2 have escaped. I have to start looking for scapes. I've never grown this before, and I'm not for sure what scapes look like when they start to come out, but I'm sure that I'll know when they do. So, but anyways, so he had last year put an arch here, and then this year he just did another arch over there to give more room for other plants and stuff. So let's go on into the garden. So when you first walk in under the trellis, I have cucumbers planted on this side with the tomatoes, and these are paste tomatoes or Roma tomatoes. And I came out here and something had already chewed this off here. So this right here is the other side of the tomatoes, and then I have another kind of cucumbers along here that will go from here to over by my trellis and hopefully climb up the trellis. Those are my celery plants that I started from seed. Well, everything I started from seed except for the potatoes. These are superior potatoes, and since the rain yesterday, they're just starting to pop up. So I'm thinking these are going to come up before my Kennebecs. So, but these won't be ready for at least almost 3 months. Right here is my cabbage, and that cloth will stay on them. The rain can get in, through it, and the wind and the rain and the wind can get through it, but nothing else can. So, it's to hopefully keep the critters off from them. But they were out here when we had 3 nights of frost, and we covered everything quite heavily, but I can see some frost damage on some leaves, like right there. I'll have to cut that leaf off, and there's another one over there. And then last year I had planted over here lettuce, and now I got a volunteer lettuce coming up right there. So in this bed here, that is the mini butterscotch butternut squash. They only get to the size of your hand. They're not very big. And then I've got marigold. And these are my mini bell peppers. They will only get like 1.5 inches in diameter. First time growing them. So they are in there. And here is his butternut squash along the back side with a French marigold. I don't have anything in front here. I could put carrots in front of here too if I wanted to. So over here, as I back up, this is the new trellis that he added from that bed to that bed, and this is where I got my green beans. So on the back side there are green beans planted all along there so that they will go up and encase and come all the way down here, and I planted some on this side too, because this right here is all volunteer potato plants from last year. I did not want to dig them up because the good Lord's given us free food. So these are our Kennebecs from last year, and these just started just popping up. So but they're just all coming up. I don't see any in the center. There should not have been any in here. I mean, we have dug this and hoed it and everything, and they came up, so I had to refigure what could go where. But beans get along with potatoes. They actually give more nutrients back into the ground. So right here is my Kennebec potatoes, and I've only seen one pop up so far, this one right here, and we've planted, started about right here, so about 8 rows going this way, so they'll be coming up though. On this trellis here I planted honey rock cantaloupe on both sides. We'll see what comes up and what doesn't. Not grown them before, so I'm going to try. I got French marigolds that I grew from seed right here. These are my peppers I grew from seed on both sides there. So I have chocolate, lilac, and yellow bell peppers coming up. So that's what's on that side. And then those are what I already talked about. So, but yeah. So I thought, because Jerry ran into town, I would come out and do a quick garden tour and update. Nothing to see so far really, but it is just, this is about the first time I've been able to get into the garden to do anything. We will get some type of mulch to put on the walkways. Last year I got straw to put on the dirt. We'll have to see if I'm going to do that or not. We have a lot of moles. Not moles. Well, we do have moles, but we also, it's the chipmunks. And when everything's covered, you can't see. So, but anyways, and there is the lady of the garden. But, and there's our snowball tree. I have to, we keep catching the squirrels into the garden, but that's not unusual. So anyways, folks, that is my, I guess, May garden tour, and I'll try to keep up on this, maybe in June, show you what's going on and stuff like that towards the end. But anyways, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go back in. This weather has been bad on allergies and all that stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll come back when you see on the title garden tour. So I'll only do these once a month. But anyways, I will be showing pictures afterwards on the English paper piecing quilt, mystery quilt I'm doing. I haven't worked on the second one, but I've worked on the first one. I got clue 1 done of 5 so far. And I'm still working on the shawl, and I will take a little video of that too. But other than that, that's pretty much what we've been doing. This is just the backyard. The front yard we have a lot too, but we've been really busy, so if I'm not on regularly, that's why. But thanks again, friends. See you soon. Hey friends, so this is the shawl. It's by Tanya Lyons, and it is I think an asymmetrical that they call it. So this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I am on this section right here. No, on this section right here. Because you have the flowers, fisherman's rib, lace, fisherman's rib. I chose not to do the fisherman's rib. It is a neat stitch, but I have so many mistakes in this first one. I didn't want to go through that again. So she suggested doing like a stripe rose with your two colors. I can't see the difference in my two colors, but it will be fine. And then I'm almost to this section, and then it will go down to the flowers again, and I think garter stitch to finish it off. So, but anyways, so the colors I've been using, you can see how much is left of this skein. This one is from Up North Yarns. This one is Up North Yarns, and I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it was just from the Garden Seed Club, but this is Monica's band. The next one is Mountaintop Yarn, and this one was in Unicorn Kisses. They are all 100%, or they're all fingering weight yarn, 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon, something like that. So, and then this one right here was, oh, I always forget, Leap of Faith. And, whoops, sorry about that, guys. I know her card's in here. Leap of Faith, and this one is called Rose of Sharon. Rose of Sharon. So, I have been working on this. Started out with the tail end of that purple with the garter stitch ridge. Then we went into the flowers. Then we went into the fisherman's rib, where one side, the one side is the main purple. The other side is the opposite color, if I can get it. So right there. And that's just how it knits up. So then was the lace, and this is going to be hard to see probably because it's not stretched out, but that is the lace. And now I am doing the two stripe. And I'm telling you, I really can't tell because my colors I'm supposed to be using is the pink and that variegated. And if I get up close, maybe you can see the pink in it, but not much. So it all looks like it blends together. So almost to me, there is no definition of, like if I used purple with the pink, you would see purple stripe and then pink stripes, because basically that's one row where my finger is, 1, 2, and then the pink, and then the variegated, the pink, variegated, pink, variegated. So I only have 4 more rows of that before I move on. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you I have been working on this also. So anyways, thanks friends.